Hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing.
Testing, testing.
Alrighty then, folks. We're live. Hopefully, Tuesday, November 4th. We'll check out. We're not expecting much from the market today. I don't see much, but we're going to give it a whirl. SCNX was moving up this morning, but it hit a threshold that it couldn't surpass right about 125. And now it's selling off. So we got 8 minutes to the open, and the market doesn't look that convinced. See if I can get this window up here. Window capture. Call this the market. I hope that's large enough. All right, so you guys can see what I'm seeing here. The VIX was at 17 yesterday. It's up a couple bucks. The SPY fell below 680. Nvidia went as high as 210 and fell back $8. Apple was at 271, fell back four or five. So look at XRP 227, waiting for that to go down a little more. That's a dip buy if I've ever seen one. So I'm not expecting much out of the market. Looks like large caps are not moving in. But let's take a look at other stuff. Let's see where folks are headed. Well, they're not headed to gold. That's remaining down there. VTC fell back to 104 too. So the sentiment in the market, I think, is down. So let's take a look at some stocks here. On the daily. Okay, PTLE, this is a penny stock, 37 cents. Looks like it's got room up to $1, but of course that depends on its volume. It's already moved up to 44 cents and fell back. And it is above BWAP, but I'm not expecting much out of it. MSPR is a continuation. It fell back yesterday after hitting $1.10. This is a good move here. Built a nice belly, tried get back above BWAP, fell back, and now it's come back up again. But I don't know about MSPR. SCNX, we just saw it. Looks like on the 22nd, about a week ago, went up to 305. It's careened down and now trying to move up again. Oops. Let me shut that volume down. There. Sorry about that. All right. Our indicator here thinks it's going to return. I don't know about that. Let's see what else we got. FGL, volume, VSEE, SAGT, says it has news, huge spike, and a fall. CMBM is a continuation from last week. EVOK, it's another one. Look at that. Wow. That's nice. All the way up to 1072. And last one is ABP. I don't see much there. Well, let's take a look at other scanners here. See, see if there's any float gap 10%. Nope. Any low float gap 10%. What I've been seeing is this low float gap has been just stocks above $10 and very low volume here. So nothing there. Above MACD. This one has some volume, but it's down. Any real breakers? Still low volume. And we're off. And they come out of the gates. They're running. Okay, well, don't worry daily. So we're back to regular PTLE. Should we? Let's see down here. Yeah, it's the Hindus in the background if you hear it. It's crazy. SCNX looks to be poised. We gotta wait. Okay, what I'm seeing here is a lot of volume, but a lot of sellers as well. Look at that stacked up. Let's go in with our template. We didn't go in soon enough. All right. It says rejected. Your order is not eligible for electronic entry. Okay, so PTLE is out for us. So we can't trade that. And it just got halted, did it? No. All right. Go back to SCNX. And that one's fighting with the MACD falling. I think SCNX has potential to bounce off of the BWAP, but the problem is it's a continuation, and most folks don't trust it from the last time, and it's going to be difficult. You need to have trust. It's only 6:35, so we need to give the market 10-15 minutes to settle. Ooh, it's cold today. Well, for us Californians, might not even take a trade today. I didn't trade last Tuesday because I saw the same thing. Now, what sometimes happens is you'll come in the morning, people will start taking profits. People will panic a little bit. They see the market down, and then they'll start selling, or they won't buy as much, or you know, the bulls are not in, just the bears are buying up. So let's hope this is a market. No, yeah, bull market trap or a bear market trap. Speaking of which, let's see where the SPY is in relation to our expectations. Well, right on cue. Look at that. This is the drawing I had, and I'm looking for it at 676 to come back up, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen that way. And we got support here at 671, so logic would make sense, and it closed this gap right here to 677 downward. So it should bounce from here. And what I was going to say is what sometimes happens is, you'll have a sell off in the morning, and then in the afternoon, the whales come in and they buy everything up because it's on special. That might be the case here. Look at that. So from here, what would be our natural progression? I think that if it's going to go up, it's going to be, oh, not till the 5th. So tomorrow, it might go up. And let's say it hits back 677 or a little higher than 677 if it doesn't fall back further today. Let's look at Nvidia, the same thing. Look at that. Here's my trend line. Exactly. So 201, and it's not going to go back to 195. This thing's going to hover here, I think. And tomorrow, so let's say worst 199 before it starts to pick up. Interesting. I'm going to go back to the SPY for a minute. There might be a options play in here. All right, in the meantime, MSPR. Look at that. Wants to pick up. Let's see. We got lower lows, lower high there. Has to hold above that line. So it's not holding. And of course, it has moved up 10 cents since we last saw it. There goes the SPY up. Yeah, which is exactly what I thought. So it might not be till tomorrow. Might be sooner than I think. It's a good thing. That's what we need to see. We need to see some bullish action on the SPY on the market. Sandal sounds like they're Just reading off the name of every single stock in the world. Well, look at that MSPR. Yeah, do we like ACNX finally? Or is this a bull trappy? So up, down, and trying back up again. We'll take a look at the SPY options. They're a little bit too expensive. I don't see bargains. Looking for in the money calls, bargains. Maybe let it go a little longer. So we're sitting in the sidelines, watching the action. There goes the SPY. It keeps going up. If we're going to take a trade, checking my little handy spreadsheet here. All right. So it's we needed to go up over 677. It's only 645. And we're risking 678. $178. A little too early to make a decision. It's curving right here. and the volume's starting to fall. You got two ways of going. Well, it's picked up all that bar. Look at that. So $2. Dee, 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 dee. Yeah, it's a nice pullback, and it stayed within the channel. You see here, it fell slightly, but it didn't fall out of the channel. Hmm. Let's check an option for next week. For oops, sorry. Let's see. For Friday, okay, I'm looking at the 687 call for Friday. Premiums only 55 cents, 88 cents. I'm only risking $88. So I'm gonna go with it. Now it's up to 94. I'm buying. or at least I'm putting my order in. Oh, it's way too low. Okay, we got filled. Let's add this call to our. Squeeze it in here. I'm not seeing anything in the small cap space. We'll have to wait a little bit longer. In the meantime, I'm going to step away from the desk a bit. Okay, I'm back and I'm still not seeing anything breaking out. My blind. There we go. So we got one SPY option here making us $8 so far. Let's take a look. Let's round robin here through the stocks. PTLE sold off. We're at 7 a.m. MSPR. Look at that. SCNX down. VSEE. Well, that's building a nice belly right here. We look for it to go up and back down. We'll see. It's got volume. CMBN is holding, but it's not pushing with great strength. EVOC is just sitting there. I can't remember if I took CMBM last time. What would I expect here? Small rise, then a fall, and if it's strong, it'll pick up. But that doesn't look like strength to me. All right, so I'm going back to my option play, and it's was sitting at $10 a little while ago. That looks like it's headed down. Take a look at our daily. Yeah, that bar got green. Might have to hold it till tomorrow for it to move upwards. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm looking for small caps too to move up, but I just don't see them. We gotta go with what's out there. And right now, what's out there is the SPY. And if it hits 15, I'm going to sell. There we go. Little pullback off of 679. Our reversal says it's going to trend back down. Let's go ahead and close it. Sold. So we're up 11 bucks on the day down here on that SPY option. And we can see down here that the MACDs are headed down, even though I think it's still going to go up. I think it's going to go up. But that's a in the money call. And we're being patient, very disciplined not to take anything in here that's could potentially be a problem and fall back down. Look at what this SPY did. Yes. We would have got caught in that. We would have lost our 11 bucks. Yep, small day. Mr. Profit. Small day for small caps. I think the SPY is going to pick up. Uh, but It doesn't look like it's going to be today. All right, we can clear out our go back to XRP. Watching XRP. We'll keep it down here. Zendo squawking about CAPT. If I knew how to spell. Usually at um, the top of the hours, 7 a, I'm in Pacific time, so at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., we see a little bit of surge. I'm thinking it's the West Coast folks coming in online.